Thanks for joining the meeting today. I hope you can hear me clearly. Today, we'll be discussing and finalizing our eco friendly product, which is a smart water bottle, and its product launch timeline. But before we can begin, can we do a quick audio check? Mr. Belun, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, Hanif.
Yes, Mr. Hanif, I can hear you. Thank you.
All good over here, Mr. Hanif?
Same as well from me. All okay from my side.
Great. So, to begin, I'll be giving the floor to Mr. Waylun, who has prepared a timeline proposal for our product launch. Mr. Waylun, the floor is yours.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Hanif. Based on market demand analysis, I propose that research should be finalized by 1st February, production should be begin by 1st March, marketing preparation should be completed by 15th April, and lastly, product should be launched on 1st June. This deadline should be firm and strictly followed to ensure efficiency. I have also considered optimal resources allocation and supplier availability. For me, it is important that once the team agree on the timeline, we commit to follow it strictly. Change in deadline should be avoided unless absolutely necessary because they disrupt coordination and create inefficiency.
Well, thank you, Mr. Waylun, for the structured proposal. Now, Mr. Brooklyn, what are your thoughts on the matter itself?
Thank you for the clear plan, Mr. Weldon. However, from my perspective observed, the pace felt a little rushed. In our Japanese work culture, we actually prioritize consensus before finalizing decision. If we move too fast, some concern may not be properly discussed. So, I would prefer more time for team alignment before the strict deadline are enforced.
Yes, I understand, but delays could reach our launch window. We need fast executions. So if we assign task efficiency, there should be more major obstacles.
Well, please calm down, everyone. Let's hear from Mr. Owen first. Mr. Owen, would you like to share your view on the matter itself?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hanif. From the Malaysian standpoint view, I suggest we maintain the June 1st launch date, launch date but add flexibility to the interim deadlines. We could allow buffers in each stage to support better collaboration and relationship building, which is quite important in our culture. When teams member feels comfortable communicating openly, we can resolve problems more effectively and avoid larger delays later on. This ensures the structure but also respect teamwork harmony. Thank you.
Well, great input, Mr. Owen. Thank you so much. Mr. Aiman, from a cross cultural standpoint, what do you observe from the situation itself?
Yes, what we are seeing is the German value of punctuality and precision. This means our process must be built on clear deadlines and meticulous planning. Second, the Japanese focus on harmony and group agreement. To achieve this, we need to implement structure consensus building sessions, ensuring every voice is heard before a final decision. Finally, the Malaysian emphasise on flexibility and relationship maintenance. This requires us to prioritize open communication and allow room in the schedule for relationship building, recognizing that trust accelerates work. Understanding these differences can help us build an approach that satisfies all parties.
Thank you, Mr. Imon. That's a great explanation. And your explanation highlight how each cultural preference contribute to the overall discussion. And I think this helped us understand why the viewpoints difference, yet remain valid in their own ways. To move forward, I believe the most effective solution is to integrate elements from all three approaches so that the project benefits from both structure and collaboration. Maintaining a clear timeline is important for efficiencies, but it is equally important that the team feels aligned and supported through the process. So, Weilun, it be acceptable if we proceed with your structure plan, but include schedule review checkpoint to ensure that everyone remains on track and any concern can be addressed early on. This would allow us to retain this discipline of a clear timeline while giving space for consensus building and flexibility when needed. So how about you, Mr. Welun?
Yes, as long as the review are consistent and not excessive, perhaps every 2 weeks.
That will be agreeable. Regular updates help maintain consensus and allow concern to be expressed early.
Yes, this compromise works well for us.
Well, in that case itself, I'll pass the floor to Mr. Rizwan to summarize our final decision as a whole group.
Thank you, Mr. Hanif. After considering everyone's input, we have agreed to maintain the official launch date on June 1st. So we will continue with the structure timeline proposed by Mr. Weilun to ensure clarity and efficiency. However, we will also incorporate Brooklyn's preference for consensus, especially before key milestone. We will include flexibility within each stage as suggested by Mr. Owen, so there is room to address issues collaboratively without derailing the project. To ensure continuous alignment, we will conduct review meetings every 2 weeks, and this approach balance structure, consensus, and flexibility, and it respect all culture perspective involved in this project. That's it from me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rizwan, and thank you for all for the fruitful discussion for today's meeting. Now we'll be proceeding our individual self reflections for this group assignment role play. Mr. Welu.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hanif. Hello, everyone. My name is Lao Lun, and my metric number is BG221600610. In this roleplay, I acted as the German manager. So, as the German manager, I use a direct, structure, and deal-like focused communication style. At first, I pushed for a strict timeline because efficiency and clarity are important in German culture. However, during the discussion, I noticed that the Japanese and Malaysian managers prefer harmony and flexibility. This made me realize the importance of adapting my communication in a multicultural team. Besides, I adjusted my adding buffer time and agreeing to weekly check-ins. Through this activity, I learned that effective global leaderships require balancing structure with cultural sensitivity. This experience improved my teamwork, communication, and understanding of cultural difference. That's all for me. Thank you.
All right. Hello everyone. My name is Brooklyn Anak Vincent, and my metric number is BG221600507. And as the Japanese manager in this role play, I realized how deeply cultural values influence decision making. My approach emphasized harmony and consensus, which align with Japanese collectivist culture and high context communication style, as described by Hotchef cultural dimension. However, through this discussion, I learned that in multicultural terms, adaptability is essential. While maintaining harmony is important, I also need to balance it with efficiency and clarity. This experience taught me that being an open to structured timeline and incorporating review checkpoint can create a win-win situation. Overall, this role play strengthened my understanding of cross-cultural collaboration and show me how cultural awareness combined with flexibility lead leads to better teamwork and leadership.
Hi, my name is Radin Owen Anak Martin, and my matrix number is BG22110180. As a Malaysia manager, I emphasize on relationship reflects Malaysia high context culture, where teamwork, harmony, and good communication are very important. I usually focus on making sure everyone feels comfortable and included before we push forward with any deadlines. I believe that when teams have trust, we can solve problems more easily. From this discussion, I learned that while flexibility and harmony are useful, we also need clear structure to avoid delays. Too much flexibility, too much flexibility can make the project more slower, So having a firm but reasonable checkpoint is helpful. Overall, I realized that the best approach is to balance both relationship building and structure planning. This way, we maintain teamwork harmony while still ensuring the project stay on track. This experience helps me understand how combining different culture strengths makes the team more effective. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Hanif bin Muhammad Fadzil. My matrix number is BG22110265. My assigned role in this group role play is the project coordinator. From this role play assignment, I learned that being a group for project facilitator, that facilitating multicultural discussions requires active listening from all parties, regardless of their gender and their cultural background, and without any prior judgments. Therefore, in order to ensure the timeline is set and achieved, I must and hear and listen to everyone's opinions and objections and respectful towards the group uh, discuss and propose idea as collective. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Aiman Haikal bin Saadun. My number matrix BG22111064. In my self-reflection, I saw how cultural styles shape teamwork. In Japan, indirect communication builds harmony but slow decision. In Germany, directness ensures clarity and efficiency. In Malaysia, relationship focused communication fosters inclusivity but respect hierarchy. Adapting to these differences taught me to balance clarity, respect, and inclusivity to work effectively across cultures. So that's
Thank you, everyone. My name is Rizwan, and my metric number is BG22160485. So, me as a company representative, this actually assignment gave me a deeper understanding of how cultural values shape teamwork, communications, decision making in a global setting. I observed how the Germany preference for structure ensure efficiencies, and the Japanese focus on consensus foster harmony, and the Malaysian approach priorities, flexibilities, and relationship building. Each perspective added a unique value to the discussion. My role required integrating these diverse viewpoints into a balanced decision, which highlight the importance of cultural awareness, active listening, and guiding the team towards a solution that everyone could commit to. Through this experience, I realized that effective global collaboration is not just about meeting deadlines or following processes. It is about recognizing cultural differences, leveraging them strategically, and creating inclusive solution that benefits the entire team and the organization. That's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you all for the wonderful individual reflections. And that's all for our role play assignment for today. Thank you and see you all soon. Bye bye.